After seeing what containers are and how we interact with them, the next question is, where can we host containers? You can host containers on a various set of operating systems that support containers. At the moment, this is a large range of Linux variations. And as of September 2016, we can now also host containers on the Windows operating system. To be a bit more specific, you can run containers on Windows 10 Anniversary Edition and on Windows Server 2016. One thing to note is that on the client operating system Windows 10, we can only run Hyper-V containers. When we run containers on a single host, we sometimes have to deal with more than just one container. Instead of managing each container separately, you can also use Docker Compose that will help you orchestrate the creation and deletion of a set of containers that work together. In order to work with Docker Compose, we have to define a manifest with containers we want to run and per container what the container metadata is. So for example, we specify the name of the container as a service name and we define that the container must be built or run from an existing image. The description of the container working together is done in a so-called YAML file. Here you can see an example of the YAML file that describes two containers that need to work together. It's the definition of a blog site that needs a database. You can see in this YAML file that the containers named web and db need to work together, and that web is reachable on port 80 and the database is reachable on port 1433. It is also specified that the web container depends on the database. The Docker Compose will first create the database, and after that has succeeded, it will create a new web container. Let me show you this in a little bit more detail in the next demo.